Hi, my name is Michaela Palm, and the organization that I decided to interview is called Victim Witness Services. So, this nonprofit has been around since 1984, and they had started up as a group of citizens who volunteered their time to help the community. Their name back in 1984 had been the Impact Crisis Team, and they had changed it to Victim Witness Services in 1988 after getting the Criminal Justice Court advocacy. This organization had formed because of how much concern that they had around them and all of the struggles that they could see that were happening in their community. They are based around victim advocacy and crisis intervention. So they help anyone in the community that is in need. The things that they help with range from domestic violence, DUIs, robbery, any form of assault, and many more. The person that I had gotten into contact with and ended up interviewing was Quinn Hernandez, and his job in the organization is community engagement specialist. So what that entails is he goes and comes up with ideas for their bigger and smaller events. He finds ways to get the community involved, finds ways to reach out to people or have them reach out to the organization, and finds ways to even make the events impactful. The thing that he mentioned about special event planning is that it's very time consuming and it requires a lot of patience. You could have high hopes for an event and you think it's going well and then it doesn't. And it can be a bummer. And you just have to figure out why that event wasn't successful and what you could do to make the next event successful. Or if you host that event again, you could find ways to try to make it more successful than the last time. You just have to put in the time and have a lot of patience, because even when one event goes wrong, the next one could be super successful. The main event that the organization hosts would be called the Taste of Flagstaff. This event is locally based and it happens twice a year. So what they do is they get into contact with downtown restaurants and they ask them to donate food, donate their time, and alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. Then people will come out to the event and pay for their ticket, and then they get to taste all the different foods and drinks that are currently in Flagstaff right now. This event takes a while to plan. It's not something that you wake up one morning and instantly think about and want to do. It takes months. It doesn't just take a day or weeks. And it has a lot of resources that go into this event. They have a budget to think of, they have restaurants to go talk to, and many more things. But they're also trying to find ways to have the community get to know who they are as an organization and get to see what the organization does for the community. Their desired outcome is to bring people together and give people the chance to see and experience new things. A way to get in touch with this organization could be to call them, maybe visit them in person, send them a contact form, which is a way to get a hold of them if it's not an emergency. And that contact form is located on their website, and they get back to you pretty fast. So that is all located under the contact part of their website, which also has their offices, addresses, and numbers. I would recommend Quinn Hernandez to be the one to talk to for planning events and what they do, as he is specialized in that area. There is also a volunteer section on their website. So that section on their website, it tells you the ways that you can get involved. It also gives you a volunteer application, and it also tells you the 3 different volunteers that you could be and the eligibility to that. And those would be crisis response volunteer, in-office volunteer, and outreach volunteer. And you have to be a certain age, you have to do a background check, and there is more information about that all under that section. They also have a donation section on their website, which goes into more detail about the differences that each donation can make, not just for the organization, but what the organization does for the community. I also want to thank this organization, Victim Witness Services, for giving up their time and energy to make sure that people in our community get help, or to know that they have a place to go when things get tough. And I also thank Quinn Hernandez for letting me interview you and getting to know more about your organization and what you guys do. So thank you.